Hello everyone, so I have another watch me work video and it's over this set. How awesome is this? I really like it. It's a lot. This client, she's extra. I love her. So this is her previous set when it was freshly done, and I kind of like, showing you guys this to show you wear and everything like that. And this is her set after about 5 weeks of wear. Look how great. And look at those crystals blinging. Okay, and I had to throw in a shot of these crystals. Like, look, after 5 weeks, this is why you get Swarovski. This is why. Okay? Anyways, so I removed her crystals with my little heavy duty industrial nipper tool I've shown in previous videos. But whatever you feel is the best practice for you, best tool. I like to use those because they're not as sharp, but they're strong. And they were from a hardware store that my mama got those for me for Christmas, y'all. But if you go on my past videos, you'll see them. But yeah, they're just like, they look like nippers, but they're like heavy duty for like wire cutting or something. I don't even know what they're for. They're Swarovski removers for me. So I just go in with this coarse bit, this coarse ceramic bit, to take off the metal backing from the Swarovskis so it doesn't damage any of my good bits, any of that metal, or sometimes there's leftover crystal on the nail that I just can't get off. So that's why I go in with that bit first. So now I'm using my mean green from Atwood, which I love. I use it almost every video that I'm doing a fill, and it just takes off the product so quickly. And at this point, I probably need to get a new one because I do use this one quite often, and I use it for taking down product, like as far as like taking down the acrylic if you want to do a whole different colored acrylic or a soak off. And I also use it for just taking gel polish, which doesn't put that much pressure on it. But I have had it for a minute, and the owner of Atwood Industries, she recommends replacing them about every 6 months or so. So I'm pretty sure I've had this one that long, if not significantly longer. But I don't do as many sets in a day as many people do. So yeah, I probably need to get a new one sometime here soon. But it still works amazing to me, better than any other bit I've had in the past. Even at this point, it still works better than any other like coarse bit I've used in the past. So just imagine it like brand new, fresh. It's bomb. And I really recommend, and people ask in comments, and I 100% recommend this bit. I think it's great. I love a lot of their bits. You don't have to use specifically the ones I use. Try some other ones out. The ones that I show you in videos are the ones that work for me. So these are my clients' natural nails for the most part. I think all of them except one is her natural nail. And you can see her nails are stained from the bottom, and some of them have leftover like acrylic from past sets. So I'm just letting you guys know what's going on, just in case you're curious. But don't let it take away the fact that these are her natural nails, just with an overlay. And like I said, I think she broke one like a couple months ago. But otherwise, yes, these are bomb. And so they curve a lot because they are her natural nails, and she has literally grown them out with the overlay to be this long. And we cut them down every time, and not just a little zzz. Like, I take them down because she's a client who goes longer than I really think she should. But I tell her, I give her a disclaimer, like, you should not go 5 and 6 weeks between your appointments, but she does. And yeah, so she has a lot of growth when she comes back. So her nails would be significantly longer, obviously, if we never trimmed them. So I'm just showing you guys how far out I'm pulling the bit, and this is just a little trick if nobody's ever told you. When I'm doing longer nails, I like to pull I'm gonna call it the neck of the bit out where it's longer, like I showed you. It's extended out further. That way it helps, because the nail is so long, getting back to the cuticle area without you touching the your actual handle of your drill. Well, it's not a drill, it's an e-file. Let's all be correct. It's just a habit. So just when you're doing long nails, try extending that neck out. Some people like to work like that anyways, and that's fine. But I really find it difficult for me personally to work with longer nails and try to file and shape them when I have it short, like to the base of the e-file handle. So just try that next time you're doing like hellaciously long nails and see if that works for you. So I'm going in with this same bit you see me use. It's a smooth top ceramic bit from Todak USA. And like I've said in the past, I've had it for ages. It works for me. And yeah. And I just use that to kind of finish file, get the shape, you know, smoothed out. If you apply your acrylic in a, you know, smooth, flush manner, you won't have to do that much finish filing. And I'm showing you this bit again. I've shown it in the past. It's called the 2LZ cone from Atwood Industries. And I was just showing you how it gets around that cuticle area, just throwing that little clip in. And now I'm finishing it off opposed to buffing. I'm using this cross-cut bit from Atwood as well. Again, I'll put all the links down below. If they're not up, just give me a few minutes. I'll make sure they're up. And this bit I use, instead of using like a hand buffer, I just like to use this because I feel like it gets all the way back into the cuticle area better. It just gives me a better kind of finish to the nail, and it leaves it a little more rough than any of the hand buffers I've used. And it just takes away from like buffing the client's skin, because I always try to go fast. Not that I hurt the clients or anything like that. It's just, I just prefer this. Y'all just let me be. I just prefer this. So if you like to use hand buffers, you can do that. So I'm going in with Le Chat Perfect Match. It's called Our Secret Eden Kiara Sky. This is high maintenance. And Finger Paints Gel Polish. And this color is called, let's see, Hue Do You Hard. And this is the Ocean Nail Supply Galaxy Holo. This is D13 from Gel Bottle Ink, and it's like a glittery type color, and we'll use that for our base, for our bling nail. And I'm using the Gel 2 No Wipe Top Coat along with the Gel Bottle No Wipe Top Coat for this look. And then this is the Wildflowers. It's one of their newer brushes, and it's an ombre brush. And I'm just showing you guys how the head looks on that. It's more dense, and then it goes to a little less dense, longer bristles, but we'll get in that in a second. And then I'm using this sheer color as a base for the French nails that you've seen. And I didn't want to apply a nude acrylic or actually like opaque nude color to her nail bed, because I didn't really have one that kind of looked like it would be truly her nail bed color. And to me, it's like, what looks more like your nail bed color than your nail bed? So this nude kind of lets her it kind of brings out her natural nail bed color, and along with just kind of being like a sheer foundation for all the makeup lovers, you know, kind of blurs the problem areas, but still lets your natural kind of skin show through. So we're letting her natural nail bed kind of show through, and I also wanted to show her natural nail off to a certain extent. So that's why I chose to go this route. But I really think a good, nice, sheer, neutral, natural type color is really good to have in your collection for situations like these. You probably see me use this in other videos, like when you're doing line work over a natural nail or a clear nail. I feel like it kind of gives it a better look, depending on what you're going for, the aesthetic of the situation. So I really recommend the one from Kiara Sky. It has a nice tone. It goes with a lot of skin colors, and it's just great for those purposes. And you can also do a bomb set just like that. And, you know, for a really natural look, just do like a natural tip, throw some clear on it, and throw this color on it, and do a little like crystal on each nail. The set idea, that's simple, that's cute. Anyways, don't steal it. No, you can steal it. So I'm going in. This is pretty simple. This is so simple to do. And it took me I had to do like 3 coats of each of these colors for this look. But I'm just going in and drawing this V shape with the brushes. I didn't need any special like liner brush or anything like that. Just make sure you clean up around your sides like you see me doing with the French brush. And then just kind of eyeball it. That's really well enough. It's really simple. You can use the straight line from your brush, and that's all you need. So like I said, I applied 3 coats, and then I went in and applied a top coat, and it's the gel bottle ink top coat. And then we're gonna go into this ombre nail. So for this ombre nail, we're gonna take 3 colors, and basically the colors she wanted in this look was this mint green and then that dark purple. Well, I feel like it's better to kind of have a transition color, so it's kind of blends a little better. That's just my recommendation, but you can go in with 2 colors if you feel like they'll blend well. But I kind of recommend throwing in like a color that transitions depending on the situation. So I'm just going in. We wanted them to be mostly the mint color, so that's why you see me applying like majority, more than half of it, the mint color, a little piece of that blue, and then the tip, the dark purple. So I apply the colors not too thick where they're running all over the place, but you still want them to cure, just probably a little bit more concentrated than I would for a normal application. That way I have enough product to move around and to blend. So once I apply the product, and you just see me do the reverse on this nail, I go in with the brush. You want to take those tips. You don't want to get down to the thicker, denser part. We're just going to take those tips, and you're going to go in and kind of swipe back and forth like you can see me doing. And you want to bring up, like, for example, bring up the mint color, bring down the blue color. Bring up the blue color into the purple, bring down the purple color into the blue. And just want to kind of go back and forth and kind of, melt those colors together. Now, this is not going to be the smoothest transition, and I don't really need it to be or intend it to be. Like, this is not a transition I would just do for my client and just like, hey, you have these beautiful ombre nails. Like, that's not this. The reason it can be kind of haphazardly blended like this is because we're going to do the Galaxy pigment over it. So you just kind of got to get the gist of it going, just for time's sake. This is really simple. Just throw on these 3 colors, swipe it back and forth, cure. And I am curing in between these layers, just throwing that out there. So you can see, you kind of get those streaks, but it's, like I said, it's really fast. For this specific application, it doesn't have to be the best gradient, but you kind of have to, underneath the pigment, you're not going to be able to tell. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. So if you're going to do like a chrome or the unicorn, like holographic pigment or something like that over it, it kind of doesn't have to be the greatest. I actually did one where I did like the Swarovski pixies over it and use the same method. Like once you put something over it, all you can see is that color fades from one to another. You can't really see like those streaks or how perfect or imperfect it is. So just to save time when you're doing things like this, you don't have to be 100%. That's all I'm getting at. So don't try to sit here and make this the most beautiful airbrush looking ombre and you're just gonna throw glitter all over it. So we just do that. I like to wipe the sides so it doesn't get too thick because we do have all that product. And then I cured and I'm applying that Gel 2 No Wipe top coat, which is going to help what I applied before, like the chrome pigments. So at that point, you're going to use whatever you generally use under your chromes. And like I said, I use the Gel 2 No Wipe because it has that rubbery feel. And then you see me apply the glitter for the base of the Swarovski nail, that glitter from Gel Bottle Ink, that D13. And then I cured that. So I'm going in with the latex sponge. I just applied some of that Galaxy Holo from Ocean Nail Supply. I'm just kind of pressing it in and then making it flat, rubbing it flat, so there's no texture when we top coat it. And this pigment is not really thick. It's not like a coarse glitter or anything, but you still want to make sure everything is flat and smooth. And then I just top coat it with the Gel 2 again, then I cure. And then I top coat it again with the Gel Bottle Ink top coat. And that's how I like to do my pigments. So then I'm taking the OPI Axiom. I'm doing that as a top coat for the glitter nail, for our full bling nail. And then the crystals I'm using today, that's Swarovski AB. And then Swarovski Crystal Clear. And I'm using multiple sizes. And this is the raindrop shape little flat back Swarovski, and these are small. You'll see like some people use like bigger ones. This is a smaller shape. I don't know the actual size of it, and I apologize. I tried to look it up, but I had no reference point. Like I know like the flat back circular ones all day, size 5s, 9s, and all those, but as far as the like shaped ones, I don't know, and I'm sorry, they're just small. So I'm using resin, and then I'm using my crystal katana, and I'm just kind of freestyling this design. I didn't have any plan, any reference picture. I was just kind of doing my thing. So I just applied the resin, used my crystal katana, and applied my crystals. And generally any resin, nail resin will do. I really think it's important how you seal in your crystals and the fact that you seal in your crystals. So after these, I apply these crystals and let them dry. I go ahead and top coat around them with either my OPI Axiom or my gel bottle ink top coat. And for those nails, I use gel bottle ink. For the full bling nails, I applied my OPI Axiom as a base. I buffed them, applied my crystals. Once the resin dried, I went ahead and sealed around the crystals with the OPI Axiom again. So this is our final look. I'm sorry I didn't record the last bit of me top coating. Me and my client got to talking, I got to forgetting. So sorry about that, you guys. But I really hope you enjoyed watching me do this look. It's fairly simple for the most part. I just wanted to throw in that ombre look just to kind of, you know, show off that new ombre brush from Wildflowers Nails. I really feel you need to get it. So it's cheap. It's like $5. I'll put the link below. So again, thank you for watching, and please comment, please subscribe. Bye, you guys.